And let me add, one of the most stylish boxers in the sport of boxing. I'm into fashion. That's one thing. And you take that serious. Like, what do you got on today? Like, I see, are those like, those aren't off-white laces, right? What are those?
Satoshi Vans.
Okay.
Last year when I went to Complex Con, within 5 minutes of me pulling up,
Right.
the brand hooked me up with a pair, and that was like one of the only things I wanted when I went to Complex
So
Con
you didn't have
last
to
year,
pay
so.
for them?
No, I got lucky. I got lucky. So
Yeah, lucky you put in that work.
yeah.
But speaking of that, I've seen your wall at home, like tons of sneakers, like an exclusive, expensive sneakers. Since you started making some money, like how much would you say you spent on clothes and sneakers and stuff like that? Too much?
Don't tell JP, but
Too late.
no, definitely quite a bit, especially on shoes. You know, I'm a little more relaxed with my clothes. I don't wear a whole lot of designer. These are Marni, but you know, I try to keep it pretty chill, pretty low key with my clothes.
There used to be a time where women used to be the one that had a whole bunch of shoes. Now it's us. Like, I got a wall too. Mine is in my walk-in closet, but I got a wall full of kicks. Who has more shoes, you or your wife?
Me for sure.
For sure.
For sure. Yeah, it's been. You know, I'm getting older now, but especially younger come up, I just had like such an infatuation with shoes, and I think it just stemmed from probably not having those things as a kid, and you know, I didn't have the other clothes that the other kids had. I didn't have the same shoes and sneakers that other kids in my school had, and you know, fashion is something that I've also leaned into and I've always enjoyed. So, but you know, as I turned professional and started to make a little more money, you know, the things I didn't have as a child, you know, we had to.
Let me go back and get those.
We had to circle back. We had to spin the block and go get that. So.
Does she ever complain like, "All right, Caleb, like you have enough shoes, enough sneakers"?
No, because I don't go crazy at a time. You know, it's just like over time I'll get a pair, but nothing too crazy at one time. So,
What's the most you ever spent on one pair of sneakers?
on one pair, probably like 5 or 6. Just because
You have to say grand,
Yeah.
because people might be thinking 100.
Wait,
Say the
what are
grand.
those?
on that.
What sneakers are those?
85 Jordan 1s. You know, in 1985, for those of you who don't know, that was Jordan's rookie year. That's when they come out with the Air Jordan 1. And that's basically the sneaker that has everybody in here today wearing sneakers. You know, that's what started the whole sneaker community. So, you know, that's always been like a Grail in mine that I wanted to get the Chicago, you know, 1985 Air Jordan 1. And then I also have the 85 Breads too,
Right.
which is what I fought in my last fight, the 85
right.
Breads. So.
Yeah. But for $6,000, Michael Jordan should at least wore it once.
No,
You know what I'm saying? At least wore it
Yeah,
once.
that's ground zero though.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, that's ground zero of the sneaker industry. So it's definitely a Grail. And let's see, what else? Oh, I got some Georgetown ones.
right.